Good morning, everyone. Anyway, Carlotta Arradondo here, and I'm coming to you this morning because I thought what I would do is I thought I'd give you a little excerpt from my new book, new novel, combination of one, you know. And so, for those of you who don't have a copy, you can just get a little taste of what's in it. And then for those of you who do have a copy, you can get a refresher course. Anyway, and then also, I'd like you guys to come visit me at www.blacklionspublishing.com. And then also you can check out and purchase one of my masks, because we got to wear these masks. We got to wear our PPEs and still social distance. You can also grab one of my mugs. And you guys, these mugs really do keep cold beverages cold and hot beverages hot. And they're pretty big, pretty sturdy. You know what I'm saying? So you could probably drop them on the floor a couple of times and they'd still be okay. And anyway, you guys, right now, currently I'm out of hats, but I am gonna get some more. So remember to come see me at www.blacklionspublishing.com, where you can read my blogs. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to put a new blog up there. You can see where my son, Chance Arradondo, is selling his new book, The Path of Kingdoms, on Amazon. And then you can also see where you can go to get a fresh new tattoo from my nephew, Kalen, and his mugs. Not his mugs, let me not say that. My mugs. I'm thinking about my mugs. But you could get his mask and his shirts and his hoodies as well. And an awesome tattoo, which I still have to get from him. But anywho, and I will, because I need that third tattoo. But anywho, I just thought this morning, well, I know it's cold outside and it's early, but I thought I'd give you, and it's raining here. I just thought I'd give you a little excerpt from my new novel, a combination of one. So, like I said, for those of you who don't have it, you'll know what's in it. And those that do have it, you can just get a little refresher course. So I'm just going to read just the very beginning, just a couple pages from my book. And it starts with Minnesota. In Minnesota. I'm a Minnesota girl, so I thought I'd just, write some things about Minnesota. But anyway, fictitiously, So, anywho, here I go, and give me a moment because I see all these messages come in, so I want to make sure that you see me and I see you. But anywho, here we go. Okay, Cameron couldn't wait to reach the cabin in Brainerd. He'd driven for nearly 21 hours and can barely keep his eyes open. He had no assistance. His cousin Bryson had been sound asleep and snoring for most of the ride. Making matters worse, he would soon come face to face with his past, and he wasn't looking forward to it. Exhausted, frustrated, and in desperate need of sleep, he put his elbow on the armrest, trying not to get too comfortable. He still had a ways to go. Determined to make it in record time, he pushed himself. He was too close to pull over now. He had made this trip many times before, only this time he knew it would be different. He would soon confront his estranged wife for the 100 grand she stolen from his Uncle Nicky. It had taken him 2 long years to find her, and all along, she'd been hiding out in Minnesota. Can you believe this? Cameron asked, grappling with the fact that he just left Minnesota less than a week ago. They traveled along Minnesota Highway 210 in Crow Wing County at 75 miles per hour. He glanced over at Bryson, his cousin, and frowned. Bryson was barely awake or listening to him complain. Instead, he was sunk deep down in the passenger seat, drooling, a blue, white, and green Seattle Seahawks football cap resting on his forehead. Hearing Cameron's voice brought him to attention. He sat up straight, turned toward Cameron, and frowned. Cam, you woke me up, and hell no, I can't believe this shit. It hasn't been a week since we left this town, and now we're back. You and Uncle Nicky know I hate coming to Minnesota, Bryson grumbled. Readjusting his hat, he turned his body toward the window and closed his eyes. Cameron just shook his head and sighed. He would never admit to Bryson how much he loved Minnesota. He was thrilled to be back, even under unpleasant circumstances. Bryce, you know we've got to handle this business for Uncle Nicky and, more importantly, deal with this broad for clowning me over his money. So either way, we had to come. But Bryce, it's cold as hell in this truck. I'm turning this air off, man, Cameron said, quickly changing the subject. Cam, leave it on. It feels good. Cameron ignored him, turned the air off, and rolled the windows down. He couldn't care less what Bryson thought. He hadn't bothered to help drive. Cameron glanced at the clock on the dashboard. It read 6 a.m. Meteorologists all predicted that it would be a smothering 90 degrees by noon, which was typical for the middle of July in the land of 10,000 lakes. Cameron kept track of current events, including the crime rates in and around the Twin Cities metropolitan area. This year alone, Minneapolis had had so many senseless killings it was sad to see. Minneapolis, a simple city, once hidden, now on display for the world to see. But crime was everywhere. For people of color, it caused constant alarm. The question of who would be next to fall prey to police brutality or random drive-by shootings was a heavy burden. If Cameron didn't know better, he would think Minneapolis was a big city like Los Angeles, New York, or Chicago. It didn't quite compare to those. But Minneapolis and its twin city, St. Paul, had their own set of problems that weren't going anywhere anytime soon. The two metropolitan areas were connected by the 35W bridge. Both cities overlooked the Mississippi River. The commute separating the two was effortless due to Metro Transit transportation and the light rail, which were designed to carry passengers to and from the two cities with ease. Cameron loved driving through the Midwest. It always reminded him of an old Christmas movie he had watched as a child. Bryson, on the other hand, couldn't stand it. He preferred the cloud and drizzle mix back home in Seattle. According to Bryson, whenever he traveled to Minnesota, he was always guaranteed a short stay at the Hennepin County Jail, all due to Uncle Nicky's ruthless business. And to top it off, he never could resist the ever-present abundance of women. As for Cameron, Minnesota represented the exact opposite. He restricted his visits to business. He'd entertain beautiful women, but only if time permitted. Cameron's associates knew his stays would be brief. Women weren't allowed to grace his presence unless he deemed them worthy. He considered his time very valuable, and he expected the women in his life to behave accordingly. Cameron enjoyed spending time in the quiet little town of Brainerd. It brought him peace and tranquility and kept him away from all the waiting women who thought they loved him. In the summer, he and Bryson spent time in Brainerd at Uncle Nicky's cabin before heading off to Minneapolis to hit the hot spots and handle Nicky's business. Their plan today was to lay low for a few hours, grab a bite to eat, and get some much-needed rest. Brainerd offered serenity, and Cameron looked forward to it. The city of Brainerd was unspoiled and unscathed by relentless road construction and constant traffic in the urban areas of Minneapolis and St. Paul. The outskirts of Brainerd boasted miles upon miles of farmland connected by dirt roads with views of livestock grazing in grassy fields. After a while, new developments rolled in, which created constant road work. And you know how we Minnesotans think. Minnesotans joked about having only 2 seasons, winter and road construction. Bryson, do you see those beautiful horses over there? No, man, I don't see no damn horses, but I sure smell their funky asses since you decided to roll these damn windows down. Bryson pouted and balled up into a fetal position, still trying to get a nap. Cameron couldn't figure out why Bryson was so tired. He hadn't offered to drive since they left Seattle. And he still could care less if Bryson complained. Cameron loved horses, and he enjoyed watching the scenic transformation from farmland to the city within a matter of a few miles. Cameron was convinced the powers that be were determined to build extravagant showplaces to resemble the ones you find in the Twin Cities and surrounding suburbs. It was all neatly designed with newly built condos, expensive restaurants, hotels, bustling mini malls, movie theaters, and other tourist attractions. Cameron didn't mind it a bit. He knew the exquisite architect was designed to draw frightened inner city folks to these new developments in order to isolate themselves. from the dangers an inner city could bring. Dangers he knew all too well back home in Oakland, California, Oakland, California, and Minnesota was no exception. Minneapolis had the Metro Transit and light rail happening clubs like First Avenue, the place that launched musicians to fame like Prince, who even filmed the movie Purple Rain there, and several others. And the new Viking Stadium that was built with decorative glass windows and other architectural designs, visible through downtown skyscrapers and driving along Highway 94. So anyways, I'm going to stop there. This is just a little more. But I just wanted to get you guys interested in my new book, A Combination of One. So again, for those that don't have the book, it's in hardcover and it's in soft cover as well. And then, like I said, for those of you who don't have the book, that's how it starts. And then for those of you who do have the book and have read it, that's, just their little refresher course. But anyways, just thought I'd give you a little bit of that, a little bit of my book. Get you interested, check out my website. And I want you guys to have an awesome day. Stay safe. Again, don't forget to wear your PPEs, whether they're mine, Black Lions Publishing, or any other mask that'll keep you safe. And don't forget to social distance and remember to vote. And also, I just want to say, because I see so much going on, with the George Floyd thing and the police officers and, again, the killings and things like that, in the community. It is really sad to me. It's like, don't we have enough going on out here? We gotta get right out here and pull each other up instead of dragging each other down. So all this police brutality and this killing in the community is just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we really got to stop that. But and then also, I just want to say, I have to say, again, please don't forget to vote, because it's very important. We gotta, we really do gotta hold our politicians accountable for, for what's going on in the world, since we send them to Washington to help us, so we can get our needs met. And so, so it's very important, very important that we vote. But also, again, just we need to do better in these communities. We really do. We need to support each other and start loving one another and stop shooting each other. And, let's get it together and pull each other up. Like I was saying the other day about one act of kindness, the random act of kindness. We really need to, start doing that and helping each other out. And, so that we can be a positive people and, getting things together and having things and getting our needs met and, just supporting one another. So I just want to say that. Also, you guys stay warm out there. Have an awesome day. Yeah, definitely stay warm. Like I said, it's raining here. It's kind of cold. But anyways, that's it. Don't forget, a combination of one. My hoodies. This is my mask. My mugs. My hats will be in stock soon. Short shirts and things like that. And yearning, writer's block, again, combination of one. You'll see what's going on, where you can buy my son's book at Amazon, The Path of Kingdoms. See where my nephew's shop is in Uptown, BBTTB Inc. Get you a fresh tattoo and, one of his hats or shirts or mask. I gotta put the mask up, it's important. I gotta do this social distance thing. Although I'm so over this mask thing, but we have to do it for now. But anyways, you all have an awesome day. Have an awesome day. Stay warm and Keep loving one another. And that's it. Bye-bye.